Okay. Happy H-Town Day. This is another episode of Hypothetically Speaking. I am A-Yo-B.
And it's your boy Vic for president. Your president speaking.
And this is King the Artist. Crown me king in the building.
And it's Mika Meek.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Last time she was on the show, we didn't see eye to eye. But it's cool because we saw eye to eye like after the show, but y'all didn't see that part. Man, how was y'all week?
Good.
I mean, I went to therapy for the first time, so that was good. You know what I'm saying? All black people should definitely get a therapist. It's expensive, but I think it's worth the money. Get some stuff off your chest before you blow up and, hurt somebody.
Amen.
So we're going to go straight into the hypothetical.
Let's go.
So hypothetically speaking, it's usually a question, but this, I saw it all over social media and it pissed me off. Yeah, it really. So a man brought his son McDonald's to his baby mother's house. She has 3 other kids, not including his kid. She was upset, saying that he should have brought all of the kids food, not just his. And then she took the food and threw it on the ground. So my question is, was she right? Was she wrong? And should he have brought all of the kids something to eat?
She was wrong. She was wrong.
Go ahead.
She was wrong. I feel like at the end of the day, like, you can't make somebody's man responsible for somebody else's kids. I point blank period. Like she said, he knew what he was supposed. He got himself into, and you knew what you was getting yourself into. So don't be trying to put the blame on the next person.
I like to hear from the women because this is.
She wrong as hell.
Mm-hmm.
That is not his responsibility. He taking care of his child, doing what he's supposed to do. And like I said, this is a warning. Be careful who you have kids with. These women are trifling. Some of them.
I feel like in the situation of it all, just to avoid the whole thing, he should have just took his son out to eat. Like, instead of that
But
Would he do that every time?
She wouldn't let him
he
go.
can't do that every time, though.
I'm-
To just take him out to eat.
Yeah, but it's a thing to where I don't know how the situation started.
Right.
Like, she could have called him like, "Hey, your son's hungry."
I doubt that. It's probably his
Yes.
son called dad. Can you bring me
Right.
McDonald's? And he was like, I bet.
I'm on the way.
I'm on the way.
Because how do
see
you
what I'm saying?
make this one man responsible for your other decisions that you've made, to have these kids by other men?
My thing is I kept hearing her scream in the background. My food stamps don't hit till the 11th. Right? So my thing is, and me and Vic talked about it before the show, if she got 4 kids, she getting over 1,500.
Over 50.
Over 1,500 and motherfucking food stamps.
I don't say she doing.
I say she doing seafood boil. That's exactly what she eating crab and lobster and shrimp, inviting the girlfriends over.
Giving that to the kids though.
No, this
Selling
is
the stamps.
No, she ain't even sell. This is a grown folks pot. The kids,
It's grown folks.
they eating noodles and she eating seafood, and because you can't tell me
Okay.
4 kids y'all getting at least 1,500 that you can't budget that for 30 days.
On
Right.
child support.
Right.
You feel-
If she's getting child
but even if
She
she
getting
not
child support from my
15,
boy?
1,500 and how you spend that much money in 30 days on food unless you doing reckless like ratchet shit like seafood balls. That's the only thing I can come up with. I can't.
And even
can't
if she's getting,
justify-
let's say just minimum, she's getting half of that. You can still budget that to feed 4 children. I'm sorry, you can't. Like, you can't. If that's what you're allotted, you gonna figure out a way to feed.
I'm still
your
trying to
4
figure out how the
kids.
hell she got him to come over there and bring some food. Because if he was already in his state of mind, like, I'm still gonna bring my child my food, his food, and she's calling him like, you better bring the rest of the food. Like,
you gotta
why
look
would
at
he
what
still
happened.
go
Hold on.
over
Or maybe
there? Like,
this is
that's
the
what I'm
thing
saying,
that
like,
he's done. Like,
No.
I'm gonna bring my child
hold on.
food regularly.
This had to be what happened because he left after she threw it on the ground and brought some more food. He got a phone call, Dad, I'm hungry.
Right.
So you gonna go do what you need to do.
And see, the thing is, when he pulled up, she said, "I'm gonna expose him because I don't think he brought my other kids something to eat." But why go through that when you spoke to him? Why not just ask? Hey, I'm low on the bread. Can you cop them something?
get a 20-piece nugget?
And he probably would have been like, I bet.
Because my son gonna eat.
But you wanted to go the other route. You see what I'm saying? Like, you threw the food on the ground, like you talk crazy. He should have, never mind. Oh,
Yo, wait a minute.
I do not get involved in domestics.
But I will say this also. I don't know how this is going to come across, but if you are so concerned about your other kids, maybe we should make better decisions and have children by the same man, and you won't have these problems. It's what I'm saying. Like, you don't have to worry about, oh, I got different baby daddies, so, I need them to take care of the other kids. I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
Sometimes it might not be that, but I still think
it might not be what?
It might not be the situation.
It might not be the
case.
situation.
Yeah.
What you mean?
I mean, I firmly believe if you can have all the kids with the same person, you should. But
Yeah.
sometimes I guess it don't always play out like that.
You have control over that.
All
before,
of my children are by the same
I'm
person.
I'm still concerned about some men, like with the situation of it is that they're okay with that. And I think that women, once again, are acceptable to men that are coming across, well, if I meet this woman, I'm going to take care of her kids too. So it's like a thing to where it's like,
That's a ragged ass shit.
yeah, but I come across a lot of men that thinks like that. They think like, well, I'm just not gonna let the other kids starve. I'm not.
But
gonna
don't they do that once they're in the relationship with her, and when they're
Some of them are
usually when
just friends. Some of them are just friends. Some of them are just knowing that female.
That she
And
down bad.
Yeah,
Okay.
and they down bad, and they just
But
feel like I'm not
even
gonna leave the
still,
kids
they're not
without.
obligated to do that. And if any time they choose to stop, you can't be like, oh well, my kid's hungry.
Yeah.
What you gonna, like
That's what I said.
fucked up.
Women are coming acceptable to that. Like men are supposed to just take care of.
But
All
they
you
not.
saying, they think men just supposed to do
Yeah,
some
like
shit.
the-
Yeah.
If somebody's
The word
doing
is
that, they're being
supposed.
nice to you. Okay.
Yeah, and they been a stand-up guy because I got a partner. I know you're watching this shit. I got a partner and he's a stand-up guy and he do what needs to be done. He's in that type of situation.
I definitely.
But don't let nobody take advantage
but don't
of you
let
either.
nobody use you.
Yeah,
you
don't
gotta
let nobody
see,
take advantage of you.
being nice and being there versus I'm being used.
Yeah, it's one thing to be, I'm grateful for this, and one thing to think, oh, you're supposed to do this.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
he probably was buying the food at first for all the kids,
Right.
And then
Right.
and then he
Probably was.
stopped doing it because
Right.
they not
Every
together.
because every time
And she was expecting
she's
it.
expecting
Right.
that shit. Yeah.
So
Yes.
she can save her little money. I'm gonna spend his money. Hey, they
Right.
hungry.
Ma'am, no, these are your children. Feed them.
All right, I was trying to, stretch it because this next subject is pretty touchy.
Oh, we're gonna stretch.
All right. No. We're gonna go straight to it. So I'm sure everybody, over the weekend is aware that Roe versus Wade, a law was passed about abortion where your particular state can dictate abortion rights. It's no longer governed by the government. It's state by state. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I guess my question is, how do y'all feel about it?
I'm gonna take a step back.
Well, that was really to the ladies. I'm gonna talk my shit, but I'm gonna let the ladies go
let them go
first.
first.
Yeah.
gonna talk
I'm
about
glad you said the ladies because I feel like people should mind their uterus, and if you do not have one, you should shut the fuck up because how are you going to dictate?
And this is where it goes left.
How? Why
It's
would you?
supposed to. It's
Why
supposed
would you dictate what someone else can do with their body? How is that your business?
I'm gonna wait because I'm gonna let.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
Okay.
gonna wait.
Okay.
your turn.
I don't know. I just feel like if we can't have abortions, I some topics that I feel that is in the same category with the situation because I feel like dudes should also get their balls, like what they say, their nuts
Oh,
clipped, like, so
vasectomy?
the vasectomy
vasectomy.
and stuff like that. I still feel like, okay, we can't have abortion, y'all can't have vasectomy. But it's just the fact that men are not willingly open to go get them.
Mhm.
They're not talked about. It's only about women getting
right.
abortions.
Right.
So I feel like at the end of the day, it's like, okay, well, y'all want to prevent women from having sex, or when abortion did come about, y'all should start suggesting men having vasectomies. But they're not gonna talk about that. We're not gonna talk.
You
about
over
that.
here huffing and puffing.
Oh
sir.
no, I'm
What
listening.
you got
No,
to say?
I'm taking it all in. I'm gonna let you.
Yeah, so
You
if we can't have abortions, y'all niggas can't have vasectomies because there's some niggas that are out there getting them done, and not telling the women. So, yeah.
Okay, look,
Yeah.
look. So, all right. Before I say what I was finna say,
Go ahead.
let me say this: that I'm torn because I agree on both sides, and I know that's tough
Why-
to agree
why
on
is
both
that?
sides, but
Why
I
is
do. So I agree that it's bad because they blanketed it, right? They just picked one law and blanketed it a whole topic. So I don't think that it's right that if a woman is being raped or stillborn or molested, that she still has to go through the entire process of having that kid. That should be her right to decide, hey man, I was molested, I was raped, it's stillborn, there's some other things going on. Maybe the tube maybe tied around the baby neck. It's gonna be some issues. I want to abort the baby. I think that she should have that right, or the family should have that right to discuss those things and choose what they want to.
Mm.
Now, because I think you shouldn't blanket it in that way. Now on the other side, let me say this.
You finna fuck it up for me. I should have went first. I should have.
When women say, if you don't, this is what I have a problem with. All right,
Let me say something first before you go there. Hold on, I gotta stop.
I
I gotta
just-
stop you because we finna go all the way off the deep end.
Yeah.
Let me speak. Switch the camera to me, please. Sir, thank you. Yes.
I feel
So
that.
I'm gonna go ahead and get my 2 cents. The only 2 cents I'm finna put in out the way before he burn us all to hell.
I'm not gonna
Oh.
burn us. I just have a question.
So
bro.
I
just got
totally
Like legitimate ass question.
totally disagree with
Well,
the
what
whole with what the government doing.
Oh, okay.
Reason being, you don't know that person's situation. They just blanking everything. I'm just saying.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I
off
think it's
top.
bad because they just
Yeah.
put in a blanket. They not like
But you don't know the situation
Yeah.
of one and two.
yeah.
How you gonna tell somebody what they can do with their body?
That's the part that
No, because
that's
you
gonna-
can
that's
tell
gonna
me
send
all
me
you
off
want.
the
You can tell me all
deep
you
end.
want, but you your own person. So the government come in and tell you you can't.
Yeah,
you can't eat. If the government tell you can't eat fried chicken no more, you're not gonna be mad.
Of course, I'm eating fried
See what I'm saying?
Okay,
Come
well,
on.
can I say something
Go
real
ahead.
quick? Because you made a statement to where you feel like they shouldn't blanket it because in cases of rape or, things
Just
like
different
that,
things, yeah,
incest, human
yeah.
trafficking, all that kind of thing, it shouldn't matter. If a woman chooses, I don't want to have this pregnancy, she should have that choice to terminate the pregnancy, period. Regardless,
That- everybody do
that's
abortion.
but that's the part. That's
Regardless
the part,
of
that's
her-
the part I don't agree with.
why?
But I'm gonna let him finish it
Yeah.
because he said he didn't want me.
Yeah. So the reason I say that because I know that. Oh,
Ooh, and you don't have a uterus.
I really don't.
You
Y'all,
don't have
I
a
really
uterus.
don't want him. Where my camera? At? I really don't want him to talk. because
Oh, but I
it's
am.
about to go off the cliff. But
No, I really have more questions.
But like I
than
was saying, though,
comments.
that's like taking away rights completely. Because you got a right to freedom of speech, right? You can say what you want to say, but you
Yeah.
can't do what you want to do with
Yeah.
yourself.
That part though.
What you mean that part?
No, that's a part. No, I'm gonna.
See,
yeah.
it'd be different if you can get pregnant. You would be able to talk.
That probably should have been a hypothetical. Like,
And
if you
neither
could
one of
get
y'all
pregnant,
can,
wouldn't you-
so-
Yeah. All right.
We can talk about that later. But still, it's like that's fucked up. You don't think that's fucked up? To me, that sounds like new slavery. So since you don't want to do what I want you
I
to do, I'm gonna
just-
take this from you and keep.
I don't
you
know.
in this
I
one
just
state.
feel like it still should be some type of agreement. If the man and the woman saying that they don't want the child, either way it goes, that should be the sign off on the.
So it should be an individual decision,
it,
right?
It should be
No, that's
like
not what
they're
she
both
said.
their decision.
That's the
because
part.
I feel like some men
That's
do
the
want to
part.
keep
Thank
their
you, bro.
kids.
That's the
They
part.
still want to keep their
That's the
kids,
part.
and then you got the women that's making this full
Oh, I
decision
fucking
about
love
it.
King.
Okay,
She
I
always
get what you
she can
coming
always read my brain.
Hold on, I
bro.
get what you're coming from. I didn't think about it like that. I'm glad you said
That's
that.
the
No.
part.
The
You
way
said
I was
gonna
thinking
go on the
about it-
deep end.
No.
That's what I was finna
The
say.
way I was thinking about it is they taking it completely away. It's gonna be illegal.
Yeah,
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 that's what they doing.
That's
Yeah.
fucked up.
That's
So
what
what
they
if
doing.
what if
So
the
what you
baby
want them
is-
to say? Oh, well, you can have it, but with the man's consent, with the dad's consent.
No,
Is that
that's
what
not
y'all
saying
want?
that.
No,
That's
it's
not-
just
that's
saying
not
that's
what
not
I'm
something
saying.
that's not being talked about. That's not,
Yeah.
it's just like when before they said, okay, the abortions are okay. It was always the women's decision. And I
Right.
just feel like some men out there do want their kid. And I just feel like sometimes
We
it
don't
should
have no
just be
choice in the
not,
matter.
it's like no choice. with the
Okay,
men.
so if y'all have a conversation and she still feels at the end of the conversation, I don't want to have this child, but you do. What are we
And,
doing?
well,
okay.
okay, but look at the
Okay,
opposite.
okay,
Okay,
go-
look at the
oh,
opposite.
let me say
if
the
If
opposite,
the man
'cause
is
if-
sitting here saying, I don't want the child,
You
and the
still
woman
gonna
is
put 'em
still
on-
saying, the
on
woman still
child
saying,
support.
I want
You
the
still gonna
child,
bust
you
his
still
pockets.
gonna force that
Yeah,
man to
like-
take care of that
Hold on,
child
hold
when
on,
they don't
hold
even
on.
want it.
Y'all getting hot. Y'all getting loud. Y'all getting loud.
Because now let me go and say this. Yeah,
No,
look,
hold on,
no.
I'm gonna say this right before you go. Right before you go. I like what y'all said. But at the end of the day, who's having that child?
No, fuck that. Look, no, fuck that shit. Look, the issue I have is it's her choice. I get that, but it's fucking not a choice. The whole my body, my choice. Yeah, it's your body, but God decided to make you the vessel, not
Lord.
fucking me. I didn't decide for you to be the vessel. He decided for you to be the vessel. All I'm saying is this: she could say like she was saying. She could say, I'm not having a baby, and I could want the baby, and I have no say-so. I could say I don't want the baby. She had a baby, and it ain't my pockets, my cash. I still got to pay child support or do whatever the fuck they want me to do or evade or go to prison because she made a choice. But it took both of us.
Both of us that had a baby.
She couldn't have a baby by herself. It took both. It took my seed, her uterus, so she can make a decision for both of us. And I don't have no say-so in it. She can do whatever the fuck she want to do.
How do you want them to impose that? How do you want them to enforce that? What do you want them to do?
It should be like this: is if she decides she want the baby and I don't, and we can't agree, we need to be able to.
Because you can terminate your parental rights, can't you?
Yeah, we had talked about that.
Yeah,
well, you gotta somebody gotta change your laws. I can't do that. I can't do that.
But no, it shouldn't be no rights. It should be if I say I don't want this motherfucker, I don't have no dealings with it.
Okay, well, terminate your rights.
And then, no. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't need to go. I don't need to hire no lawyer.
So
I don't need to do none of that shit.
Hold on. So what you saying is instead of having a abortion law that you can't have an abortion, they need to make laws so you can go to court, figure out what y'all want to do about the baby, and go from there. So that's what I'm saying. Because that's still at the end of the day, even though it might be fucked up and niggas get stuck in a position with the baby shit on top of that. But anyway, it's still that person's body. You can't sit here and dictate
it's
what
probably
they
because
want to
he
do.
signed.
But she can dictate my pocket.
That's
okay. Terminate your rights and then go forth after that. I don't know,
my nigga. If you ain't want to have a child with somebody, put a fucking condom on.
Or the fuck wrong with you? What you talking about? What you mean? I'm saying it can't just be.
You can't put all the blame on one person.
I'm not putting
the
blame on anyone. I'm not blaming any person.
So you just told me, right? Hold on.
I said she could. I didn't say all women do. It's an option.
So if it's a possibility of you having a child with somebody that you don't want to have a child with, why won't you take the precautions not to have that child?
What are you saying? It's the same thing, but the same thing goes for the woman. Like it's not a guy thing. It's a they thing. It's a her and him thing.
I bet
she didn't make that nigga wear a condom and he didn't wear one.
Look, I bet 9 times out of 10
they both there for the same reason.
You can wear one though. If you know you in a position where you don't want to have a baby, right? You take the necessary precautions for you, right?
I'm just speaking for both sides. I'm saying because that nigga could want the baby and then she don't want the baby. He could literally want his child and she don't want it. He don't have no say so. It's not just I didn't want it. I could want it and you not want it. I'm saying it's not. This, first of all, this is what it is, bro.
Go ahead.
It's like, and first of all, I want to say shout out to Judge Judy. Look, this is what Judge Judy. No, I fucking love Judge Judy. She always say she hate that women think that they have more rights when it comes to a child than a man. She thinks that that's the most dumbest thing that they ever put in court because it took both sides to make the kid. I should have just as much right to what's going on with my child, even though it's being created in you. It took my seed to create. Then I should have just as much a decision as you do. It can't be my body, my choice. What about my fucking choice?
I'm gonna say this.
What about my fucking choice? I don't have a fucking choice.
I'm gonna say this. If
I'm just being realistic, bro.
Hold on. If I'm with somebody and I get them pregnant, right? I'm like, I want to keep the baby. They say they want to keep the baby. Okay. I'm not finna be with you because I want to be with somebody that want to have kids. You know what I'm saying? So now you're gonna have the same situation with the nigga that's bringing McDonald's to the house. He want to keep the baby. She had a baby. Now she trying to keep it from. Now she resent him. You know what I'm saying? So you go through all that. She don't want to have a baby. You go through all this shit. She gonna hate you for the rest of her life.
I just think it's totally different. I understand. I get what you're saying. You know, if you want to keep the baby and she doesn't, you do have that right to say that. However, this person is carrying this baby.
It's not by my choice that she carrying that motherfucker.
All these months.
It's
like,
not my
that
fault.
shit is hard.
Nah,
that shit is tough. That shit is tough.
Take it out of it. Let's put this in plan.
I will take it out and it'll be terminated.
That's gonna carry.
And it'll be terminated.
Somebody else pregnant.
Nah, fuck. Every time I hear a woman say my body, my choice, I'm like, shut the fuck up. Like I really feel that way.
Oh my
Like,
God.
I really feel
you
that
can.
way.
And it's so easy for you to feel like that because you do not have a uterus.
I wasn't born with
That's
one.
why.
That's not my
why.
fault. That's not my fault.
It's not
I
your
wa-
fault.
it-
But
it's
because it's
my
not your
fault.
fault and you don't have
God
one, that's
didn't-
why I say you just
One
probably
mic.
shouldn't say
One mic.
anything.
One mic.
So-
I'm saying he didn't give me that shit.
Okay, well, you
Like,
don't
he
have
decided- Oh.
Trent and Janelle, I
God
want to
damn,
say
this nigga
one
the
mic.
crib.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, my bad, Trent.
One
My bad.
mic. All right.
My bad.
I won't be
my bad,
editing. Sorry, y'all.
My bad, Cameron. It
So-
did go over
so-
the red. My
yeah,
bad.
you clipping. So
I'm sorry. I have to introduce information. In Texas now, if a woman gets an abortion without the permission of the father, she can be jailed. That is a new law.
That is fantastic. That's good news.
Well, since abortions are illegal after 6 weeks now in Texas,
It's gonna come
I
back.
guess
It's just
it
a
doesn't even
population
matter now
control.
because who the hell finds out before 6 weeks? Most people don't.
most people don't.
Most people do not.
They don't.
So,
It's just a population control to me.
yeah.
They
Well,
just trying to bring
it's
back
different.
the population
Yeah.
because of COVID.
Yeah, I got it, but I'm just
I don't know if
saying,
it's
like,
6 or 8 weeks, but either way, you
I
don't find out
think we
before.
didn't find out till like maybe like 6 weeks, 8 weeks. I'm just saying,
Yeah,
man.
I was
I don't-
after 8 weeks when I found out.
it's like women. And I got
I bet that
my
they use
mom's a
protection
woman,
now.
my grandmother's a woman,
Right.
my sister's a woman, my
I want you
wife
to
is a
explain
woman.
this to me.
It's
why,
like-
why when they say my body, my choice, you think it's bullshit?
Not that it's bullshit, but that statement, the way that it's phrased, says that I don't have a choice in the matter.
You just want both parties to be involved in,
Yeah,
in the
when you
decision.
say my body, my choice, you're telling the man he doesn't have a
Okay,
choice.
so you're not really against them having the control to make the decision, as long as the decision is mutual.
Yeah, like let's sit down, let's discuss this shit,
Okay.
and don't think just because you were born with a uterus and I wasn't that I don't have a say in it. Like when you say my body, my choice, you're telling the man it don't matter what you say.
So what if she was
It's
pregnant?
all
So
on me.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
So
it's
do
like-
you think, so since you feel like it should be both parties making a mutual decision, do you feel as though that right should still be granted to women? So y'all can make that decision? Because at this point in Texas, I mean, if she
There's no
finds out,
decision.
like it's really no decision because if she don't find out super early,
She out of there.
yeah,
You
she got to have the
regardless.
baby.
So
like,
it's not, it's
so
not
do
her
you
body,
feel
her
like
right, none of that? It's
right?
Texas rights.
So do you feel like them overturning Roe v. Wade that women should still have that right, so y'all can make that decision together?
I think if the laws change where it's a parental decision and not a woman decision, I would be like, yeah, let's grant it.
Okay.
The only reason that's not gonna happen
Okay.
is it's a time frame.
If it's parental, like both parents are involved in the decision, then I'm with it.
You got
But if
to-
it's just her, then I'm not like. And then I'm tired of these like so-called woke motherfuckers. I don't want to name no names, but there's a lot of orders out here screaming this shit and don't even believe the shit they screaming. So like, if y'all can hear me at some point, shut the fuck up. Like,
Well,
I'm gonna fucking name some names, and it's a lot of you niggas I like Kendrick, bro. Shut the fuck up, bro. Like you didn't believe that shit you was saying last night. Like it was hype for the album and shit. Like
what
no,
you mean?
because he was her body, her
are you
choice.
talking about Kendrick Lamar?
Yeah, I'm
you
fucking
mean?
talking about Kendrick.
Oh my god!
I'm not just gonna name Kendrick, Megan Thee Stallion. There's a couple motherfuckers. Shut the fuck up, like
So why Kendrick and Megan need to shut up? Why Kendrick need to shut up again? Because I saw what he did last night.
because it's cap. It's
How-
cap.
how's it cap?
You don't
Why do
really
you think
believe that
it's
shit.
cap?
Have you heard this
Why do
album?
you-
Like
why
you
do
don't believe
why
that shit.
do
You got kids. Like your wife decided to have her kids. So shut the literally.
But that's his
So what they
wife.
gotta
You don't
do-
think
what
you
they gotta
don't.
do with what he was talking about?
Right.
Because he don't believe.
Because he
don't
don't
believe
rich.
what-
He had his wife
No,
for
not 'cause
years.
he rich.
Hold on,
I'm
just
not
saying.
making a decision because I'm
When
rich.
I say rich, I mean that he can afford
Yeah,
to
yeah.
have kids.
Yeah.
So he been with his wife for a minute, and they decided
Shout
have
out to their
kids
marriage.
together. And you saying that's cap?
I said his
Because he got
performance was
kids?
cap. I said his performance was cap. Not him as a man.
So you think it's performative activism sort of thing? He don't.
Yeah,
really mean
it's like
that?
it's trendy. Let's go on, like run the numbers
It's
up.
social media.
Let's run the numbers
Do
up.
you think that
Let's
though?
run the numbers
Like-
up. Yeah, let's run the numbers up.
You do not believe your body. Is your
See, but you know one
Being
thing.
married means you join like everything you do.
So you running the numbers
You
up.
don't think how can he can probably run his marriage like happy wife, happy life, and if she don't want
That's
no
a
more
terrible way
kids,
to run
then
it.
I'm not saying that's okay, but
But
he
that's still an agreement.
Same thing with like Megan Thee Stallion. That's cap. You running the numbers
I don't know
up.
what Megan Thee Stallion talking about, but I'm
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about with Megan Thee Stallion.
She said
This
the
man
same
just
shit.
said Kendrick want to run the numbers up. Kendrick doesn't care about Numbers.
They all care about numbers.
He don't care
They
about numbers.
all care
You want to
about
know why he don't
numbers.
care about numbers?
Those numbers
He don't
are-
go with the grain. He do. Have you heard his new album?
Yeah, you got to care about the numbers because
No,
that's
you
what's
don't.
feeding your family.
No,
At some
have
point,
you haven't heard his album.
I have. I
then.
listened to it. He can say he don't, but they all. Or you would drop the label and do it independently. You haven't dropped the label. You know why? Because numbers matter. Numbers
No.
fucking. If
No,
you're an
no.
artist,
No.
if you're not
No.
out there singing "Kumbaya" and giving your album away for free,
So what if he
then
had a
numbers matter?
But what if his
did
contract?
he sell it or did he give it
signed
out?
to a certain amount of a certain amount of
But
albums.
did-
Wasn't
did
he just performing at what, a Louis Vuitton fashion show or
I'm saying,
whatever it
did he
was?
hand out the album? Or did he sell it?
I mean, he sold
record
it,
label
but
make
yeah.
Okay, so numbers matter. Numbers matter.
But can
Unless he
numbers
passed
can,
that bitch
can,
out,
can
numbers
both things
matter.
not be
So
true? Can
you
numbers
told-
not matter and he
so
still
wait.
has these same beliefs though?
So you just
Can
saying
both
you,
things
you
not be
saying if a
true?
nigga don't pass out. So if I make music and I just go hand it out, I'm woke. I'm that nigga. But if I'm like, hey nigga, I want you to buy
No,
this.
no,
on
I'm
too.
saying you made a case for him, and I made a counter case.
So but you saying numbers? You saying he numbers matter?
If you're an artist, numbers matter.
But you saying like
it,
both
like-
things can't be true at the same time.
Hold on. I'm gonna shut that down again because you go to Title when the night that his album dropped, if it was on CDs, it would have went platinum.
Yeah.
So at that point,
So numbers matter.
it don't matter.
So he don't. So
he already made his
So
numbers.
he made it. Yeah. So
He
what he's
made
saying,
his numbers.
what he's saying is that he made his money, right? So at this point, he can say
You don't
whatever
make
the
money
fuck.
what he wants. You don't
He
make
can
the money
he can
off
make
the
whatever the
album. You
fuck.
make
He doesn't.
money off the back
He
end.
didn't have
You
to
know
say
that.
anything at
You know
all.
that.
Not Kendrick.
You
That's
know
what
they
I'm trying
make
to-
money
go
off
look
the
up
back
Kendrick.
end,
Go look
man.
at Kendrick
Oh,
contract, bro. Look at Kendrick contract.
That's not the point. The point is,
I want a shot.
It's right there.
Jesus Christ.
yeah, we would absolutely take a shot. Well, it all boils down to, I just don't like, and maybe Kendrick, I should apologize, but I'm not. But like, I'm just saying, like, I'm tired of like the fake woke shit. Like, you don't care about women's rights. Let me tell you who else don't care about
How
women's
you gonna say he don't care about
Who else-
women's rights?
who- no,
bro?
no, who else
This nigga
doesn't
made a
care?
song about it, so he love his wife.
Who else doesn't
not-
care about women's rights?
You're not gonna like it. Let me tell you who else don't care about women's rights.
Who?
Women.
I am. I don't know. I don't know what to expect. What's gonna happen, y'all?
I can explain it. I can explain it too.
Well,
like I can literally explain it if they don't care about it.
I'm here. I'm listening. What's that?
Let me take 2 more sips.
All right, yeah, I'm about to pull.
Yeah.
Take 3 more
Anybody need
sips.
a refill? I think
Yeah.
we all need a shot.
Take the, I want a shot. We should have some shot glasses in here because
All right. So now, bear with me. All right. So women was like, we want equal rights because in their mind, men or other people only value them for who they were with or under. Basically, if you didn't have a man or you didn't have a husband, you weren't worth shit.
Yeah.
So women fought for equal rights, rights to vote, rights to get equal pay, same jobs, all this other shit. Right? That's what y'all. Am I not? This is
Okay.
not true,
Okay.
right?
Because I'm finna hit you on top of the head. Go
okay.
ahead.
Wait,
All right.
let him talk.
Go
Let him
ahead.
talk.
So y'all wanted that shit. Y'all didn't really want that shit. Y'all didn't really want this shit. And let me explain why y'all didn't want this shit. Because all of y'all marching and screaming and all this other bullshit, all it did is destroy the black family. That's what it did. Like, y'all made it where y'all struggle was so much bigger than the black struggle that we failed as a people.
I'm gonna say something. Hold on. So, what he's saying right now, right, is the same thing about black people.
What do you
George
mean?
Floyd got killed. We hoorah. We marched. We did all that shit. Martin Luther got killed.
Oh, but they not
Hold on,
together
hold on. Nah,
like
let you
women.
speak now.
No, I'm saying women stay
I don't
together.
want to hear nothing you gotta
They
say right
stay
now because
together,
I'm
man.
speaking.
I'm just saying
I'm
your
speaking.
reference doesn't make
It's
sense.
the same
Because
thing.
black people
You
are,
need to listen.
are
Shut up
hoorah
listen.
and stop.
Shut up and listen.
Women
No.
really march
No.
and stay together.
No.
That's why they shit
No.
worked. That's why it worked.
Listen.
Did it not work?
Listen.
Did it not?
Listen.
Did it not work?
You speaking when I'm speaking.
I'm just saying it worked.
No, it
so
didn't.
obviously it's not
No,
the
it
same
didn't.
shit. They did
It's
get
the
equal
same
pay.
thing.
They did get equal
It's a-
pay. They did get the vote.
Let me say something.
That shit worked.
Let me finish speaking.
That's
So
all
the,
I'm saying.
so the same thing about black people, right? We
not a
do.
good
It's the
reference.
same thing. It's the same thing. We march. We did all that. We get this praise for 2 or 3 months. And look what happened. We fall the fuck off. We don't do the same shit.
That's not the same shit as women. They actually
So-
won. Their marching actually worked. They stayed together. Our shit is just for show. Women actually made that shit happen. I'm saying by making it happen, we failed. You're saying they hoorah'd and it didn't work. I'm saying
No.
they
So what was
shit.
your
You ain't
point?
seen the Million
You
Man
said
March?
we
Hold on,
marched.
this is not understanding. You ain't seen the
We-
Million Man March, bro?
Wait.
All this shit we went through, and we still on some dumb shit.
That shit
It's
didn't
the
work.
same
But no.
thing. It's the same
But when
thing.
the women
I
did it,
think-
it worked.
I think what he's saying, women didn't have these rights at first. We were property of men. We didn't have voting rights, anything like that. So they had the women's suffrage movement, right? And so did all that. And now we achieved all of that, right?
I'm saying when black people did,
So-
we didn't achieve that shit. Theirs worked.
Yeah.
Theirs worked when they did it.
For
And because
women-
it wasn't a
So-
black
but-
woman thing, it was just a woman
So
thing.
we not free
I
right
think that was really like a white women thing. And
yeah, you
Yeah, it really
black,
right.
black
It's
women
weird.
were.
That's
when I had the little girl.
Black women were at the
Yeah.
bottom of that totem
Yeah,
pole,
yeah, yeah.
but
So I
that
take
was a
that
white
back. I'll
woman
take that
thing.
back.
Okay,
yeah.
thank you. I'm just
Because
saying.
you got to
Yeah.
take that back because it wasn't for us anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it wasn't.
I'm
that-
It was just, y'all black. Y'all happen to be women.
y'all
so
here.
y'all,
Like y'all are good at, like y'all
Yeah.
make our numbers bigger.
right,
So like,
girl,
you know what I'm
but
saying? And this is what I honestly believe. And this is gonna be like some like conspiracy theory type shit.
Go ahead.
But this is where I'm at with it. I think that, and I heard a white woman say this, not a black person, but a white woman, old white woman. She got to be like 80. That this is like white people were becoming majority.
Mhm.
I mean, becoming minority. They were becoming the smallest group in America.
Yes.
So this is a government thing to increase their
White people.
population
Are you
because
talking about the
white
overturning
folks-
of Roe v. Wade?
no, yeah, because now you can't go get you know what I'm saying? You can't go get an abortion. You got to keep it. It's about
Numbers for them.
numbers for them because they were finna be the smallest number and they can't let that happen.
Well, that was because
So
the
they passed
numbers
that
for
white women
abortions
to have kids.
to have
Towards
kids because
whites.
abortions, according to the numbers, white women accounted for the greatest number of abortions. Black women were second, but it was white,
White
women,
women.
number one.
And we
So that's why the lady
That's
at
why I
the
said what I
Trump
said,
at the
yeah.
Trump rally was like, "This is like celebrating white life." Or
That's cap.
you know,
That bitch was
so-
talking about. Right? Ooh.
But it's all about race, right? It's like people say we free.
Population.
Yeah,
Right,
population.
right.
They,
right. But no, when I was saying about that Trump rally shit, that was straight white power.
they say we free.
I mean, but that's what they want. They want white people to keep creating white babies. They don't ever want to become the minority. How the fuck you think they would feel if blacks and Hispanics became the majority?
Still feel like us.
but that's not gonna
No,
happen.
they're not gonna.
They're
let
not
that
gonna
happen.
allow
They're not gonna let that happen. And let
They're
me-
not gonna let that happen.
and
Wanna know why?
it's
They're
because
not gonna let that happen.
Wanna know why?
we slaves.
Because we won't do what it needs to take. to be here.
But we always gonna be slaves. Like, and let me tell you why. When we were born, we're given a fucking number. They take our blood. They take our length. Like it's fucking like slavery. They trying to make sure, okay, this a good one. You see what I'm saying? They give
Right.
a motherfucking social security number. Then they know where you're born. They already know you finna go back to the ghetto. You're gonna fill out jails. You're gonna do risky behavior that's gonna or you're gonna buy the newest car, the newest Louis belt and all this shit. Like you're helping me profit.
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying? So I don't want to get rid of you. I want you to have more. Because if y'all keep killing y'all babies, who gonna buy my Louis bag? Who gonna fill my jail? Who gonna buy my new Lamborghini? Y'all doing it. And if I let y'all keep killing yourselves, I lose people to go to the army. I lose soldiers. I lose everything. I need you motherfuckers to keep going. I need slavery to keep going.
And that's another thing. Like our music is so influential across so many cultures. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, the music is not always good. You know what I'm saying? But they like that shit. They like that shit because if we keep, doing harm to one another, hell, we're doing a job for them, right?
True.
So shit, we can not have these abortions, keep doing what the fuck we doing, and we just doing everything for them. They ain't gotta do shit. Just sit back and just be like, y'all just do what the fuck y'all do. I
See,
mean,
but back-
it is a conspiracy theory of mine, but
yeah. So, but back to what I was
I
saying.
think it's facts. I don't think it's
Yeah, it's
I will say it's a
so,
conspiracy
but
theory
back
for
to what I
now.
was saying though about how black people not on top of their shit. Because if you look, black people's in everything. And we got a black person in power and everything.
who in power.
All we have to do is move in silence.
Who you talking about? Who in power?
It's people in power. You got black CEOs that we have
Oh,
our
yeah.
own companies, we have
Yeah.
our own clothing companies, we have our own food companies, have our own restaurants. We can have our own thing, right? But we keep running to them.
Because look how critical black people are of
That's what I'm saying.
of
We need
other
to- we
black
need to-
people.
we
Like
need to do away
it's
with
messed
that.
up.
Because them Asians that come on the block, them Hispanics that come on the block, I done seen a Hispanic move next door to my daddy's house, move all his family from Mexico to his
And
house.
I was about to say,
And they
when-
all pay rent and all.
Yeah, I was just about to
Yeah,
say that.
Hispanics do that.
Black people can't
Asians
get along. Black
can't
people
do
can't
that.
work together.
Asians do that too.
They can't work together.
They come and set up shop, you know, and they have a doctor's office and a restaurant and all this. They put
everybody
all they
finna eat.
people on.
Everybody from
But I
But
feel
see,
like
you
black
can't-
people
you
like
can't
are
do
in
that.
competition with one another, you know, and it's like,
That is
nah, I
true.
don't want nobody else to win because I don't want nobody else doing better than
That
me.
shit's stupid.
That
That
shit
is-
fucked up.
That shit's stupid.
We could
That's
win.
true. That is a fact. I know that. That's how exactly.
Like
how
we
they
could
act.
fucking win together. Like
Also, they get grants when they come over here too, though. So
We can get
okay,
grants
we
too,
can.
nigga.
You
What
can get
talking
that.
about?
No, I'm saying-
black
I'm saying-
women.
I'm saying what
black
people-
women get a lot of grants.
Hold on,
like
hold on, let me
for
hear what
real,
you say.
for
What you gonna
real.
What people don't know about like Asians when they come over here, they get a grant from their country and us.
But do you know we get the black person get more grants than anybody else?
But
in
here's
what
the
I'm saying.
thing.
Is, I'm saying like soon as they say I'm going over there,
It don't matter.
Their country.
But here's
says
the thing.
here,
Yeah,
and then
'cause
our
they're trying to
country
get
says
But here's the
here.
thing, and that's a
You know
good
what I'm saying?
thing though.
When I
But
signed
they,
any paperwork,
but here's the
you know
thing, they
how
get that
money
money.
transferred to our money is different.
But even still, they get that money and they still think about other people back home. Like I can put on.
yeah.
Black people don't think
Don't do
about
that.
that. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of times
I can't depend on.
they don't.
look, I
Yeah.
can't even depend on my family. Sometimes I be like, here go a job. I actually started my own business, and I walked around my family. They constantly saying they broke, they need gas, they need their car fixed.
But
Well,
you'll
here you
still
go,
spend it
here
on
go a
something else.
job. Here you go to make some money, but you don't want to take that opportunity to take the job. You want some
Right.
freehand shit. You
Right.
want to go on Facebook and
No,
I
don't
need
do that.
somebody to
Don't
buy
do
me
that.
something to eat.
Right.
Don't do
I'm
that.
hungry.
Don't do that. Just
I need
because
my
you
like
didn't
my
do it
phone
don't mean other niggas
off.
didn't.
Like you gonna beg for money instead of actually go work for your shit.
I
Like
think we're speaking about a minute group.
No. No. You talking about black people? You talking about African Americans?
No, I'm talking about the people they talk about.
No. No.
You
How-
saying
how-
majority?
How many
98%.
black people you know that get on and be like, you know what,
and
I
family,
want to
The
put
other- hey,
everybody
family
else
on.
on.
How many?
Yeah.
How many people?
And
Black
they wanna
people you
put
really just
everybody
know
else
that
on
is
with
just
them.
family on? Like how many?
In the words of Vic.
You ain't in the mic. You ain't in the mic.
In the words of Vic, they do not speak.
I
for
want
me.
you to answer my question. I want you to answer my question. How many people that you
count on
know,
your hands?
right,
It's
that put
black
other black
family
people
that put
on?
other
Nigga,
black
you
people
just said it.
on.
You just gave us an example before we started talking. You put a nigga on at work and the nigga just fucking up.
He still worked there though. I mean, he got, you know what I'm saying?
But-
But he fucking over everybody else. I mean, how many?
My
like,
boss black.
And-
My boss is black.
But
Okay,
it's
we
he
can-
your family.
No.
Okay,
Not my
then that's
family.
not the question that we asked. I said, what black family is putting other family on?
It's-
I
it's-
want you to answer my question.
Right, when you talk
Answer my
about family,
question.
it's really people who made family, not their blood family. That's
Yeah,
different.
I
Hell,
get
even
that.
if they're not putting family on, just anybody else black. Because I mean, I'm rooting for
I
everybody
don't
else
like
black.
this.
So
I don't
what's
like-
up?
I don't like this rated.
Oh, you don't
I don't
like
like
it.
that.
Well, you can stop talking. Because I'll put
You know what
anybody
I'm saying?
on. I'll put any of my
Then
people
we like,
on.
we
But
like
you got to show me that you
telling
about
black people they not shit.
No, I'm telling y'all, y'all need to change.
No, we just telling
Are
them.
you not a part of us?
Yeah,
So we need to change.
exactly.
They need to. Nah.
All the motherfuckers that doing that shit need to change.
But where does the change happen?
When you his age and younger.
I'm gonna say this.
I-
If you grew, this is just me personally. I grew up on the south side.
Mm.
Until I was an adult, I didn't know there was another side.
Okay.
Like, I'm saying that to say my ecosystem was as far as I went. This was where I went. This is where I shopped. This is where I ate. This is who I saw. I didn't know that it was Spring and Huntsville and Conroe and all that. I'm saying you're telling people to change that their ecosystem is this big and that's all they know.
Your ecosystem
They-
don't
they-
gotta do
they
shit.
mama-
What's
Have to do anything.
right.
I'm saying because they mama, they daddy, they uncle a street nigga, they in the same. They
that's
don't
the
know
past.
like
That's
you
the
see what I'm
past.
saying?
We
Like they're-
trying to
They
change.
don't
you
know
telling me-
beyond
so
what
hold
they
on,
grew
hold
up
on.
Yeah,
with.
they
So
don't
you
know.
telling me-
They don't
so-
know a bigger
No,
picture.
I'm not
You
talking
see
about a
what I'm
bigger
saying?
picture. So you telling me they raised to cutthroat their family? That's what you telling me.
That's not what I said. Well, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean that's messed up. I get that because you're raised like that, so that's all you know. But at the same time, it is also your responsibility as a fucking adult
To change that.
to change that.
Change-
You
you
need
can't
to
change
reach
it.
out,
Don't
even
reach
if
out
it's
for the
just
same
to
shit.
the you know, just
speaking. All my
further
black
in
people
the
out there,
city.
we need to unite. We need to come together.
Yes, please.
Just like how I feel like in the
build
school,
schools.
like
Y'all
schools
think they
gonna
gonna let
start-
that shit happen?
But
Y'all
look,
gotta be
even when they
fucking
said
kidding.
If
about
you vote for
schools,
Vic,
look, Vic.
I'll make it
They gonna
stick.
burn that shit down.
But my thing is with school, they not teaching kids about responsibilities, how to take care of
Right.
themselves. They teaching
Right.
them about studying and, you know,
Right.
reading and math, not knowing that that's not going to take them as far as some people ain't
They don't
going to go to
teach you how to
college.
Learn about
taxes.
credit or
Yeah, they're not
anything.
teaching
Yeah.
them that. Like us now, we have to mind that in our kids now that okay, this is like this is what it's gonna be.
Black people operate all the time. Well, not all black people, but majority, at least at one point in your life, black people operate from a place of survival.
Yeah. Yeah.
But most people, that's all that they know is operating from a state of survival.
So hold on. If you're operating out of survival,
and
if you
when I
meet
say
somebody
survival,
else
it
that's
mean
on-
day to day.
Yes,
Just getting to the next day.
Yes, but you don't cut down the next person and also trying to survive. You feel me?
I will say this. I'm not.
That still
I
goes
don't
on
want
about
to
how
make
you
an
raised. It
excuse.
just
I don't
goes
want to make an
about-
excuse for Black people, but I do feel like our history
It's
is
fucked up.
unique.
It's fucked up.
I'll say unique.
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 That
It
is
is
a
very
colorful
fucked
word to
It's
say fucked
fucked
up.
Yeah, it is
Oh.
fucked up.
No,
I
say-
didn't
say
want
it
to
how
say
it's
that, but
supposed to be said. That
it's
shit
fucked
is
up.
fucked
It's
up.
fucked up.
We need
And
our
I only
own
said
history
unique
books.
because other cultures have been through other shit too. But however, we did have a fucked up history, right? So I do think it's going to take maybe a lot more for us to get out of this mentality because I think at one point, I know at one point it was like, shit, I'm gonna fend for myself because I gotta do for me and my family because shit, I got this opportunity. They don't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think people just kind of carry that on through generation after generation.
That's
but
only in America.
at this point, well, this is where it happened.
Yeah, I'm just
you know what I'm saying?
'cause
So
I'm saying black people, it's only in America. 'cause
yeah, well, this
we've
is where
been
it happened.
brainwashed
So
to hate each other.
yeah, it is. I mean, that's why we have the thing of like colorism shit within our own fucking community. That shit is crazy.
But white
know,
people
but-
gave us that.
Huh?
White people gave us that.
Yeah, because they gave us black on black crime,
they
but you
did.
never turn to
And
go
they
like
also,
it's white
they
on
also
white
divided
crime.
us. You know what I'm saying? So I think that I don't know how long that takes to get over that shit.
Generations.
You know, I mean,
I tell people all the time, we won't see it in our lifetime.
Yeah.
you don't think we even see it in our kids or grandkids' lifetime? How long you think it'll take?
My grandkids is kids.
Really?
No.
To be like so far removed from it that they, yeah.
My
Well,
grandkids
you
is
know what?
kids.
I can see that because honestly, like even the younger children nowadays, like they're not as attached to like
Racism.
Jim Crow shit or you know what I'm saying. Like my grandmother was born in 1933. You know what I'm saying? So she can literally tell me shit that she experienced that I've never experienced in
The
my
only
life.
way-
You know what I'm saying?
The
Like
only way you could change a race is genocide or complete separation.
but I think time will do that too. Also,
Want to know why I say that?
I think
because
time
the
will do
only
that
reason
also.
we over
Time
here
does
and we
it.
going to
I think
Christian
time will do
churches-
that.
Hold on, no, it won't.
It will.
Because you still have a history. Everybody looks.
You
at the
do,
history.
but as far as removed as you are
So the
from that,
only reason we are like this and we're not like Nigerians because they took us away from where we originally lived and our original people. That's the only reason.
that's a whole different thing. We
But
were
that's- but that's how
we were moved geographically,
That's what I just said.
and it's been
It's either
time.
genocide
You
or
know,
you gotta
so
be
we don't even
separated
know where the
from
fuck
the
we
root.
came from.
Exactly. So I say it's either genocide or we have to be separated from our root.
But I feel like our children's grandchildren,
Well,
you know,
My
they don't
grandkids
even.
is kids will
won't.
their life will be better.
you want to know why? Because they're gonna still have history books that's written by white people.
Well, at this
They're
point,
gonna still have Christopher Columbus.
Honestly-
Yeah, but
But wait.
but
They're
that
still have
honestly, at
lives.
this point,
but
they don't
Google-
even want to talk about slavery or whatever. So they're
know what
gonna
I'm
make it
saying?
seem like
but
that
I'm
shit
saying-
didn't even
I'm
exist.
saying Google gonna be so hard. Then it's gonna be crazy to lie. Google now is phenomenal. Wait till that nigga like he puts on a headset or it's in him and he just presses a button and Google pops up. Like that shit is you ain't gonna be able to lie to a motherfucker no more.
Because
No,
the
no,
only
you
reason
won't be able to lie,
racism
but you
exists
be
at
able to
this
pay for a
point is
lie.
because it's taught. The only
You better
reason
pay for a lot.
racism exists right now is because it's taught. That's the only reason that shit exists
Mm-hmm.
right now. If people were not taught that, they would not believe that shit for real. Because babies, they play with whoever the fuck. They don't care. It's like another kid. Like, hey, let's play. You know what I'm saying? Somebody has to teach them that shit. Why would
That's why I
you teach
say
them
it's out of
that?
genocide
So I
and
feel like it
separation.
takes
And when you say
time. I mean,
genocide, are you saying kill all white folks? I'm just trying to figure out.
You
That's
said that.
not. I
You
didn't want
said
you to
that.
clarify.
No,
that
I
shit.
need clarification.
I didn't want you to
I need
clarify
fucking
that.
clarification.
Hey,
Because he
I'm-
didn't say that word like 8 times. When you say
I'm running for
genocide.
president. You said that. I didn't say that.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that. Okay. All right.
But
I kind of feel like.
but it is.
I kinda feel like that's what you said.
That is
Whoa, time out.
Because
The
that's in history. I'm not
on-
saying that we need to do that, but in history has taught us
The only way
I
is
didn't,
genocide.
I'm not agreeing with
genocide
that.
or separation. Y'all not hearing the whole conversation. I've been saying the same thing. Genocide is the most extreme.
Or a separation? What do you mean separation?
How
Like
they brought-
segregation?
No, separation. How they took us from Africa and brought us over here because we had how.
What you want
how,
us to put us back? What do you
I
mean?
didn't say what I want. I'm telling you that's what's going to have to happen. not
I'm saying.
giving you-
So what do
But
you
we're asking, what do you mean? When
what do you
say
mean by separation?
I'm giving you an example of what happened in the past. I don't know what has to happen in the future, but that's the only way.
But you
we're
said
trying
the
to say
only way
when
that
you mean
could
separation,
happen.
like we're trying to say, you mean like division, like blacks don't live with whites and like.
this is what I'm telling you. When we was in Africa, we didn't know no Holy Bible. We didn't know none of that. We didn't know English.
Mm.
We knew Swahili. We did all that, whatever. When they moved us over here, they had to teach us this. Remember when they had him on Toby on Color Purple, not Color Purple, Roots. Your name is Toby. They had to teach him his name and whip it into him, right? So that was a form of brainwashing. They separate us from what we know and taught us what they wanted.
That's
So to
also-
separate
that's
us now,
let's
what
also
would
say
they
that
have
they
to
were-
do?
I
Are
don't
they
know
going to
what
send
would
us
they have
back
to
to
do.
Africa? I'm
I'm not saying-
confused.
I'm not
But
saying
that's
that.
not-
I'm
You
just
said-
saying
you
that's the only way
But
that
all-
there will be a change.
But all
like
that's not true because there were black people here way before slavery.
Indeed.
And
But the masses
some
came
black
over
people
like
were introduced to Christianity
not through
before
slavery,
but yeah,
way
not
before
through slavery,
slavery.
not through slavery.
How many?
The people that
No,
were here.
it was a thing,
Hold on,
but
hold
it's
on,
just not through slavery and me whipping you and raping you and shit.
This is y'all not here. In Africa, we didn't know that.
No,
Here.
no. There were some African countries that had Christianity
but the majority
though. Like,
of the African countries was
no,
not
I
Christianity.
don't, because I don't want you to make it seem like Christianity itself
I'm not saying
is a bad thing. People
I'm
will
not saying-
use Christianity.
That's the bad way.
Yeah,
That's the
in a bad
that
way.
They
Okay.
use to
Okay.
control them. But I'm not saying that. Oh, nobody knew it. I'm just saying the masses. We didn't know that. We were stick people. We was in the sticks.
Should we go back to Africa, King? I just.
I just feel like
Where we
we
gonna
all
go?
had our own God. Just like each culture had their own God. I feel like blacks had their own God and we just forgot about it because we was so.
But do you think we should go back over there?
No, I don't think we should go back over there. I just think that it just needs to be more a stronger thing between us black people. That's just
Let's also
We-
say that they don't want us back over there.
They don't.
But because here's the thing, like we're so detached from that, we're not the same. Like, where will we go if you say, okay, we go send all the black people? Where the fuck would you? Where would you take us?
I guess
Once
we
again,
going
I
to
didn't
You
say
Canada.
don't
that. I didn't
know.
say that
I guess
either.
we
Are
get
we
into
are we
Canada.
Eritrean? Are we Egyptian? Or what are we? South African? You don't know where the hell to put us.
I just
Like,
want
where
to
will we
clarify.
go?
I didn't say we need to go back to Africa. Did not
Oh
say
no,
that.
I'm just saying.
I mean, Canada, when you want to like move all the black folks. To
Oh, you
Canada.
can't have guns in
Look at-
Canada.
That shit don't
Free
work
medical.
in
That
real
shit don't
life.
You can't have
Never.
guns in Canada. It's cold.
It is, and they did ban guns. So let's
Yeah,
not
they
go
did.
to
Let's
Canada.
not. I don't
Like,
wanna
let's
go
just buy like a lot of land in Oklahoma and move all of us there.
Oklahoma. I don't want to
Hell
go.
no.
It's enough space.
Don't
for
they
us
have
to-
tornadoes?
It has
or
enough
something?
space
They have
for us in
tornadoes.
Texas, nigga. What are you talking about?
They have
not-
tornadoes. I
not
don't like
giving them
it.
Texas. They not. Come on, they not doing it. Come on, man.
Have
They
you-
not giving that.
You
shit.
ever heard of a
They
trust?
die
Hold on.
before they get.
You ever heard of a
Right,
trust?
right,
I don't want
right,
to put a
right.
business out there. You ever heard of a trust?
Yeah, I know what a trust is.
You buy your land.
I
in
know
a
what a
trust, so
family
they know-
trust.
They don't know who it is, so we all just move on land. until
Them
we
white
buy
folks gonna take all. They gonna burn all that shit down.
Bullshit.
This is Texas.
It's cold.
They gonna burn all that shit down.
Wild West too.
I feel like
Fire
they already
It's
know
gonna
what
be-
we want. That's why they be buying all these damn name brand shit and having us buy it because they need us. Like you said, they need us. They really, because the white people, they ain't buying that shit.
Last week, what's that bank? JP Morgan,
JP
whatever.
Morgan.
They bought like 500,000 houses. The bank, by the way, it's pretty much illegal. but they did it. They did it, right? So now they can fluctuate who buys, who owns,
Wait,
the rent.
they bought half
yeah.
a million houses?
Yeah, because now we're gonna control the market. What rent is, what inflation is, what houses cost.
How
And you
are
gotta
they-
come to us to get the loan.
How
They
are
gonna
they
make their
able to
money.
do that?
They not. It's illegal.
First
Well,
of
how
all,
do they do it?
It's illegal, but nobody pays attention or boycotts. So these niggas just did whatever the fuck they felt like. Cause nobody's like, hey, what are you doing? We too busy deciding whether abortion is okay. Because the same week the abortion
That
shit
is
drops,
important, though.
it is, but the same reason it
Smoke and
dropped,
mirrors.
it's the same day, it's the same
Smoke and
weekend
mirrors.
where they bought the houses. So we gonna get y'all riled up about this while we rob y'all.
You know people can pay attention to two things at once, but if
Not
somebody
us.
brought attention to
Not
that,
us.
like I
No, not
wouldn't
the
have.
masses.
Not us, not the masses.
If somebody would have brought attention to that, I mean, somebody
Well,
would
I
have
just-
to bring attention to that, right?
I just brought it.
You
can-
They don't
Roe v.
expect
Roe v.
us
Wade
to
without
because
Wade,
we
anything
worried
that's
about
on the
fucking
media.
abortion. They ain't nobody
And-
because we not
and-
raised to
and-
make you look
well,
at
I will
houses
say
Instead of
that-
rappers
like
saying,
well,
hey,
I
the
will-
bank
I-
bought 5,000 houses. Hey, let's not do abortion. Why not tell us, if you so woke, that they just bought houses and they gonna control inflation?
Were these all in the same area or just random half and
No, just different areas, like whole neighborhoods. Like whole neighborhoods.
So they bought
and then not
companies out, or
sell
they just
not
bought the
sell to
houses?
minorities or something?
And not even that. It's just like I can decide where rent is now because I own them all. I can also decide
during an inflation period.
which is where we are now. I can all decide what the house is worth, and you got to come to me to get the loan, and I'm gonna jack that the interest rate finna be stupid. Yeah,
And
like,
you
they
want to
like,
know
we
why
finna give it
people
to you.
hate
Hey
America.
man, I've been drinking. This is making me upset. Can we talk about something?
Yeah.
I'm just telling you where we are.
I mean,
Shit lie, man.
I'm just telling you where we are.
Polls are open.
Like we're worried about the wrong things in life.
Yeah, of course.
we
There's
always been
more to
worrying
know.
about the wrong thing. They
abortion
always
is
gonna
important,
try to-
though.
Every time something big happen in the news, you know, something else going behind the
Yeah.
behind the back.
Abortion is important, though.
It is important.
It's important, but it's not.
It is.
It's not as important as banks doing illegal activity.
Both are important at the same time.
Both should
because
be
two things can be
equally
true.
broadcast
I don't
on
think
the
they
news.
equally can be as important.
Two
Why not?
things can be
Why not?
true at the same
Fox
time.
can run both.
I-
Oh, Fox
titles.
only running one.
I know, but they can
They
run
not
both.
running both. Fox running one.
So-
I want people to be able to focus on more than one thing at once.
In my opinion, I feel like we
That's
should
why I
have our
don't
own
trust the news.
everything. We should have our
I
own
stopped
network,
watching.
our own news channel, our own everything.
Are we gonna?
Didn't they have a black news channel and then they canceled it?
Yes.
Wait, which I talking? We talking about UPN? Where we at with it?
No. Whoa.
You talking about a WB fraud? Come on, there.
Whoa. Not UPN.
WB. Yeah.
No, it was on
I'm gonna tell y'all something crazy though. You know who owned the weather channel?
Ain't it a black guy?
It's
Yeah.
a black dude.
Mhm.
Why you think Jeezy and Kevin Hart be on there predicting the weather and shit?
That's weird, by the way. They don't have a license for that.
They don't, but they be on there because he got it. And then he was trying to buy stars.
They're not gonna let that happen.
They didn't let that happen.
They're not gonna let that happen.
Yeah.
So you're saying we need to create our own stuff, and then after they burn it down, like rebuild it?
No. See,
Well, I-
I'm glad that you said that. So, you know, you heard of Black Wall Street, right?
Yeah, they burned
They
it.
went
Yeah,
there and
they
burned that
burned it
shit
down.
So if we armed to the teeth,
It was
and
a
we
whole
fight for our-
community
They
in
burnt-
Atlanta that they put underwater.
Yeah, I remember that.
see,
Yeah.
but you know what's
You know
crazy?
they put a whole town underwater. You know how
Check this out.
crazy
Check
that
this out.
is?
No matter
That the
how
houses are still there and people ride and swim on the lake and it's still houses at the bottom of that bitch. They literally flooded the whole black community and was like, fuck it, we gonna help.
they did
put it
that in
the lake.
Livingston,
Right.
Texas too. They did
We
that in
didn't put it
Livingston
in the
too.
lake. Bitch, there's houses down there. It's people
Right.
down there.
Right.
That shit crazy.
They do that.
as
They do
fuck.
that. They do
That
that in
shit
Texas.
ruthless as shit.
But you want to know why? Because we not gonna go to bat for that shit.
They gonna go to
This-
war.
They gonna go to war.
They gonna
Niggas
go to war
But-
for
White people
land.
war
For
stupid
land.
shit.
They
You
go-
wonder why
that's
black
theirs.
and
They
you
will go
wonder
to
why
war.
black people be mad as fuck.
You
So
hear me? So now, if we say we about that shit, we need to be about that shit. That's all I'm saying.
Well, we're gonna get the bullets.
and not be
What you
about
mean?
that
No
shit
need-
against each other though.
Yeah, not
let's
against
go.
each other. Because you ever heard of the Not Fucking Around Coalition? That is a militia. You know, a militia is legal in the United States.
It's a
government.
militia in my neighborhood. They white people.
It's
And they
legal.
gonna get away with it.
It's legal.
My neighbor is literally a part of the militia.
You know
What
you
does
know
your
why?
neighbor do?
I'm not really sure. Let me tell you something.
Okay.
Niggas don't want to listen to me.
Time out. Let me say this. My neighbor always go out of town, right? And he always says, "Hey, can you not let the package sit on my doorstep? Can you bring it in, and then when I get back, I'll get it." I never know what's in these motherfucking packages.
Why are you
He
suspicious
say-
of the packages?
Because he say I work for a paper company, but I don't think that's a real thing.
Throw them hoes over his fence. So if anything blow up, it blow up his
I
house.
don't think. No, I think this nigga.
Sell dope.
I'm not sure if he sell dope
Body parts.
or he a hitman. I don't
hope
know
he is not
what this nigga got
watching.
going.
I hope he is.
First of all,
I hope he's
Mr.
not
Lester,
watching.
I hope you're watching.
Okay, Mr. Lester.
Because I want to know what the fuck is in the box.
Well, I hope Mr. Lester don't have a bomb in that bitch because
That's why he wants you.
No. He always give two people. Like it's either me or the lady who comes.
But you gotta think about it. He go out of
So
town.
why are you
Hold on.
suspicious of
so
it?
what if he thinks somebody got a hit on him? He go
Yeah,
out of
why
town.
you suspicious
the package
of it?
show up. Hey, y'all gonna pick it
Because
up.
he always say it's for work, but I never met somebody who worked for a paper company. Like that's not a thing. Like the
It is a
machine
thing.
make paper.
No, it is a thing.
But I'm saying he don't go to a place. He work from home. How you work for a paper company? and you
maybe-
work from
Be an
home.
editor?
Well, maybe
Make
they
me an
deliver.
editor.
They
No,
deliver.
not like the newspaper. Like I sell paper. Like they make paper.
Like-
They
like
deliver
college
stuff
rule
to
white
him.
notebook
Yeah,
paper.
they deliver stuff to him.
It's never heavy enough to be boxes of
Oh
paper.
my
They
god!
send him
How you
pens.
gonna know? You don't even know what they do.
I
Sir.
don't know. I don't.
Mr. Lester, I'm sorry.
I know you. Don't, I know
Okay.
you can't.
Hey,
Zoom
Mr. Lester,
meeting about
look,
paper.
put it on me. Mr. Lester, you got a good ass neighbor because I wouldn't be taking none of them packages in my motherfucking house. But yeah. I'm just saying.
I just know Mr. Lester don't sell paper.
Mr. Lester, that motherfucking package will be in your backyard when you come home.
That ain't-
Why y'all think Mr. Lester doing something? Why are we saying his name? Like this man could be a good man,
He is a
just
good man.
wanting
And that
you to
good
get his
package will be at
packages.
his back door.
I'm not sure that's the case.
Hey.
Cause he went
Mr.
to
Lester,
Vegas
I'm sorry.
and came
I am so
back with
sorry.
a brand new car with Vegas tags.
Nah,
He
you in
drove
his
that hoe from
business.
From
Vegas?
Vegas.
You
He
in
must have
his-
hit it big. He was like, I'm finna ball out.
Y'all in Mr. Lester's
He killed somebody and
business.
stole the car.
That's sure. Cause he still ain't changed the tags over there. He done had it for 2 months.
He don't care.
I don't know.
It had a
Y'all in all his business.
No, it got a real plate that say Vegas.
Stole that bitch. She didn't hit.
I don't know what the fuck Mr. Lester got
He
going,
won
man.
that
Lester
shit
couldn't
at
get on the
Vegas
flight
at
'cause
the
he did a
casino.
hit.
That's one of them casino cards.
But it's
that
not
go
like
in
a
circles.
brand new car. This bitch is like it's like a 2003
What Mr. Lester? Mr. Lester.
Expedition.
If you know Chop on Mr. Lester, hey,
It's a 2003 Expedition.
Mr.
This nigga
Lester,
didn't win that
that's a
hoe.
dope
Please
man
tell
car.
these men to mind their damn business, okay?
Mr. Lester, you got a good ass neighbor. You hear me?
You got a nosy ass neighbor.
That
shit.
too. That too.
I never opened the box. If I was nosy, I would have opened it and retaped it. I've never done it.
That
you
nigga
ain't
thought
came
about
up-
it. He
you
thought
ain't
about it
came
though.
I was like, I wonder if he would notice. And then I was like, what if I find something I'm supposed to, and then he
Right.
do notice, and then he be in my house.
What if he bust the box open with a whole bunch of dildos and vibrations?
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Mr. Lester, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, but just
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Let's stop
Are we
talking about
done?
it.
that nigga had some
We
freaky
done. I
shit,
don't
some
want
butt plugs in that bitch.
I don't think that's his. I don't know, man. Look, moral of the story.
Don't go through your neighbor's mail.
That
Please.
also, let's pay attention. I said one is more important than the other, but she said it's important to just let's watch more than one thing at a time. Let's make sure we know what the mirror is and what's behind the mirror.
Right.
Also, let's not genocide a whole race of people. Also, let's not go
happened.
back to Africa. But
I'm going to go see the pyramids.
okay, look, but let's not live there. Let's start our own communities. Let's get family trust, and apparently, let's own convenience stores as a family. Did I get that right?
Right.
You close?
Am I close?
You close?
Can black people do that?
Yes. Black people do whatever they want to.
Yeah,
They just
obviously.
got to do it together.
They just don't want to do it together.
Who?
Dang.
If we had to, before we close, if we had to pick one person as our leader, who's the leader of the Black Coalition?
Denzel Washington.
That's actually not a bad answer.
I know it's not a bad answer. I thought about that for
I
some
don't
years.
think he wants to do that shit.
Yeah, but he probably wouldn't.
But if you had to
he
pick
is-
somebody, who running the Black Coalition?
Michelle Obama.
Also,
That's not a bad.
also not a bad.
I like that.
I was finna say fuck no because she's a woman, but I fuck
I
with
like
Michelle.
what?
I would only say no because I don't even think she wanted Obama to do it
didn't
as
do it.
long as he did because she know how much that stressed him the fuck out. And you know, all the extra things he had to go through being a black man. You know what I'm saying? So okay.
I feel what
So
you're saying.
it's not just Obama being the president, right? Like she knew everything else he had to go through just because of the color of his skin. You know what I'm saying?
Well, this is
So
a
it was.
hypothetical
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna say something that's gonna
I'm
sound
just
fucked up.
saying.
Why she thinks about an answer? I never voted for Obama. But continue. Not even the first time he won.
Who did you vote for?
That's not important.
No,
That's not important.
no, that's not because you ain't vote for Vic. But what you saying?
So who you
I-
picking as your spokesman for the black folks?
I don't have a person right now. You can go first. Yeah, I don't have a person right now. I don't.
Is it because I said I didn't vote for him? That's what.
Yeah, you threw me off a little bit with that. Yeah. Did you vote for somebody though?
Let's talk about that later.
No, I want to talk about that now.
Let me say who.
Go ahead.
Okay, hear me out though. Hear me out. It's it's gonna have to be a white person. Hear me out, though. Hear me out, Vic. Vic, don't walk away. Don't walk out. Hear me out. All right, so
The black people, we're gonna have a white leader.
I didn't say leader. I said spokesperson.
Oh, spokesperson. Okay.
That was John F. Kennedy. He was trying to do before he got shot.
Who?
All right, so Vic has stormed out. This has been another episode of Hypothetically Speaking. We appreciate y'all tuning in on H-Town Day.
Are
know
you
what I'm
not
saying?
gonna say your answer though?
Oh no, we
he not
finna close the show. Thank y'all. We'll see y'all next week. Y'all can catch us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, Instagram, Facebook, all that good shit. Y'all want to say y'all handles?
At Mika Meek _ on Instagram.
Yeah, and I'm at king size dot thickness.
That's the one. She got two, but follow that
Yeah,
one.
and then I got one at king the _ artist for all my painting and all my special raffles that's gonna be coming next month.
The second one got good art, but it don't have her. So
That's
pick the
he's
first
talking about
one.
my personal page.
yeah. You can catch me at
This nigga done talking about this goddamn.
AYOB.
Fuck that. I'm back.
This
nigga done talking about this Uncle Tom ass nigga right here.
We were literally closed the show. They were doing their
Damn
handle.
about your clothing. You just pissed me off.
The show is closed. You gonna give me your handle?
Man, it's your boy Vic for president. Vote for me. Fuck this nigga.
All right, we out.
Yee.